SoFi Technologies is scheduled to announce their Q4 earnings reports on January 29th. In this video, I want to talk to you about why I think it might be a good idea to pick up some common shares or call options prior to the reports. And always know, you guys, my money is where my mouth is. My name's Royce Jacob, and welcome back to Waves Capital. All right, you guys, so I'm going to do my best to keep this one short and sweet for you. We're going to kick it off by reading over a Seeking Alpha article by one individual named On the Pulse. This individual did a really good job at really summarizing the bull case for SoFi leading into these earnings, and I really recommend that you guys go read the full article for yourself. But for the purposes of this video, we're only going to go over some highlights. After that, I want to take a quick look at what I would call probably the primary factor that's led me personally to be bullish on SoFi over the past few years now. So I'll quickly cover this, and then on to the fun stuff. We'll dive into TradingView, talk some technicals, and I'll give you my post-earnings price target with the major caveat that SoFi does impress on earnings. Spoiler alert, as I believe them to. This price you see in front of us, this price scenario that I have drawn out on the chart right now, may look a little crazy, may look a little almost hyper optimistic, but I'll do my best to justify and rationalize the technical argument for this price scenario. And, it might not sound so crazy after we read over this article and shed some light on the fundamentals and financials that SoFi could be presenting on January 29th. If you guys are watching this after the earnings report, again, I'm talking price targets. I'll do my best to keep this, keep the information lengthy or valid for a longer period of time through the earnings. But overall, I'm really excited for what could be in store for SoFi and, everyone who's investing or trading SoFi. So before we get to reading, you guys, please let me know in the comments down below. Are you bullish on SoFi going into this earnings report? Are you holding common shares or calls on SoFi yourself? And as always, if you want to know how I'm personally trading SoFi, because actually this morning, the day I'm recording this video, of course, I picked up a pretty healthy amount of SoFi calls in my personal portfolio. Okay, so if you want to know exactly which call options I bought on SoFi, when I'm going to be taking profits, when, I'm going to be selling the dips, selling the rips, maybe buying some dips, hopefully. And, whenever I'm doing that for literally every position in my entire portfolio, you want these daily trade alert newsletters that I'm scrolling through right now. You want to know which small caps I'm bullish on, because I have a whole fleet of call options right now on plenty of small caps that I'm really excited about. The portfolio has been looking really good these past few days, so I'm really excited to close out the month of January and head into the month of February with you guys. If you do want, again, my daily trade alert newsletters and a complete breakdown of my personal portfolio, that's going to be the first link in the description of this video. You can sign up. You get everything that this little box here entails. Choose your pricing plan, $15 a month, $40 for every 3 months, completely up to you. But if you do join, then welcome to the winning team. And of course, if you are already a member, it's greatly appreciated if you share your experience in the comments below. That said, plugs out of the way. Super pumped for SoFi. Let's get to reading. Okay, so SoFi Technologies, a breakout may be ahead. SoFi Technologies is expected to report strong earnings for Q4 of 23 with the potential for a blowout release. The fintech's member growth and potential for GAAP profitability are convincing, leading to a potential breakout in the stock. Falling inflation and a strong U.S. economy provide a favorable backdrop for SoFi Technologies, making it an attractive investment opportunity. SoFi is a promising high-potential investment in the fintech market ahead of the company's Q4 2023 earnings. SoFi Technologies is scheduled to report quarterly earnings on Monday, January 29th, and I think we could be headed for a blowout earnings release, particularly as inflation is retreating, which might have spurred the fintech's account growth in the fourth quarter. With GAAP breakeven also expected for Q4 of 23, I think the odds are in favor of a rather strong earnings presentation at the end of January. Expect record 2023 results. What has triggered previous stock rallies for SoFi was the accomplishment of robust growth in members. SoFi Technologies added a rather impressive 717,000 new members to its business in the third quarter, which showed the second consecutive acceleration in terms of absolute member adds. SoFi Technologies brought its product and services to almost 7 million members as of the end of the third quarter, and I would not be surprised for the fintech to report record new member adds in the fourth quarter on January 29th of 24. Student loan payments also resumed in the fourth quarter, which might be an additional catalyst for the fintech's growth. Generally, the combination of accelerating member momentum in Q2 and Q3 based on absolute member growth figures, the restart of student loan payments, and subsiding inflation are reasons why I expect to see a blowout earnings release next week. Let's keep scrolling down. Again, you guys go check this out if you are interested. Potential for a breakout. Do I have anything else highlighted here? I guess that was all. So you guys go check out the rest of this. Again, this is a very intensive article. I just didn't want to read over the whole thing, again, for the purposes of keeping this video short and sweet. But again, you guys go check out this article for yourself if you are trading or investing in SoFi going into this earnings report. Okay, on to, again, what I would probably consider the primary factor that has led me to be bullish on SoFi for a few years now. I've held common shares on SoFi for quite a while. I did just, as I alluded to, I just picked up some call options on SoFi this morning. But it's been, it's in and out of the call options portfolio and the Waves portfolio. And as far as common shares are concerned, it's been in my personal portfolio for quite a while. Okay, so this is the household debt and credit report. As you can see, I mean, this dates all the way back, but as of the past few years, I would say definitely since 2020 and all the hecticness that happened that year, we've pretty much been going, this isn't parabolic, but it's been a steady climb straight up, okay? It's up and to the right, that's for sure. And this is good news for SoFi because SoFi is pretty much a bank 2.0. It's the next generation of banking, and they make a lot of money on debt. And, when you get a personal loan, when you get any sort of loan, when you get a mortgage, if you get a credit card from them, you're paying interest on anything you get from SoFi. That's, banking 101, that's how banks make a lot of their money. Okay. So this is good news for SoFi. The more debt that the American consumer has, the more business SoFi is going to see. And honestly, I was invested in SoFi long before I had a SoFi banking account and whatnot. But just, last year in 2023, I made a SoFi account, opened a savings account, like a 4.6% APY savings account with them, because that's a pretty good, just for a savings account, that's pretty solid. And I imagine a lot of other people are doing that too. So again, anecdotally, I like SoFi, and as an investor, as a trader, I really like SoFi. Okay, so that said, let's move in to the technicals. This is January 29th when SoFi is scheduled to announce. We're really close. Again, I'm recording this on Thursday the 25th. So this is coming in hot. Only one more trading day until we see this January 29th earnings report. And if SoFi blows expectations out of the water, I'm not even going to go over the negative scenario because that's not what this video is about. Keep in mind, I could 100% be wrong, and all the call options I bought could go to zero if SoFi flops on earnings. But I'm feeling pretty confident in their ability to beat. And I do believe that in the case of a beat, SoFi maybe not as, I just wanted to compress this chart for the purposes of the visual, but I think that over time, if SoFi beats on earnings on January 29th, that this line of broken support could be retested as new resistance. TA 101, you guys, prior support becomes new resistance, prior resistance becomes new support. It works vice versa as well. So again, that would lead us up about 50% in the case that this coincides with my fairly conservative line of just long-term resistance that SoFi has used since May of 2022. So going way back like a year and a half, you can see though that this line of resistance has been coming into play. Touch point, touch point, touch point. Call that a touch point. Some people could go like that. In my opinion, that's ridiculous. Even that's kind of a stretch. I feel like this is a safe line of macro resistance that could come into play. Once again, if this line of long-term macro resistance intersects with this line of broken support, that would result in an $11.50 SoFi on February 2nd. Again, this is extremely optimistic, but just remember, you guys, that SoFi's done it before. Back here, May 30th, okay? Let's just get a quick price range here. From May 30th to June 13th, so 2 weeks, SoFi climbed 88%, 90%, okay? Again, February 2nd, from January 29th, that's, I don't even know how many trading days is that. That's the end of the week. So from Monday to Friday, a 50% climb would be pretty crazy. But keep in mind, you guys, so if I saw like a 90% climb, nearly a 2x in the span of 13 trading days, or less than 13 trading days, I guess, like less than 2 weeks, back in May of 2023. So all that to say, it's possible. It sounds hyper optimistic, but in the case of an extremely impressive report, that's, again, as I said in the beginning, the caveat for this video and this price target. In the case of an extremely impressive report, which for all the reasons we just discussed is entirely possible, I think that we could be seeing, again, maybe not by the end of next Friday, I should say, February 2nd, next Friday. But, as this extends out further, the price target becomes higher. And I mean, regardless, even if we just test this line of resistance first by, that was sloppy. I'm just going to redo that. I want to zoom out here. Let's go like mid-February, February 15th, which I think is entirely possible. February 15th, 2 weeks, a 50% climb in the span of 2 weeks. Entirely possible in my mind. And again, all these roads lead to an $11 plus SoFi. Once again, if that sounds outlandish, just remember we were sitting at like 1150 back in July of 2023, August of 2023. Okay, so that's the video, you guys. Again, if you want to know how I'm trading, how I'm going to take profits on SoFi, that's going to be the first link in the description of this video. Join Waves Capital, join the winning team, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments about a play that I'm really excited about. Thank you for watching. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.